Hi, this is Carlos again, and today I want to talk to you about how to find a CFO. Now, I'm very passionate about this because I think that a CFO is key to many companies. So the first question to ask is, why should you have a CFO, and perhaps who should have a CFO? So why should you have a CFO? The reason is that it is very, very important for you to be able to have somebody looking at the numbers all the time. Let's face it, you're a specialist in what you do, which might be a manufacturing company or a service company, but you do not have the peace of mind to sit down and analyze the numbers as you should on a regular basis. And I underline the word on a regular basis. So who should have a CFO? Well, most likely, if you're billing about $1.5 to $2 million a year, you should seriously consider having at least a part-time CFO. So you might be wondering, what is the difference between a CPA and a CFO? The difference is very interesting. CPAs specialize in putting activities into numbers. So if you have an annual results for the company, they are very good at translating that into numbers, into sales, profit, gross margin, cost of goods sold, etc. What CFOs do is they take those numbers and reverse engineer them, meaning they translate, they decode those numbers and are able to get back to you and recommend actionable activities and new decisions to be taken as to how the company is doing. So you might wonder, okay, what does the CFO do all day? Well, I would say that you should structure the CFO's time so that you have a weekly meeting with the CFO to discuss cash flow. They should be in charge of making sure that the cash flow of your company is positive going forward. Period. No ifs and buts about it. And if there are any dips, they should alert you with as much time as possible. The other very important thing that a CFO does is keep track of what is called the KPI, which means the key performance indicators. The key performance indicators are simply numbers that tell you how well your company is doing. So for example, a key performance indicator of your health is perhaps your weight. It is not perfect, but it will give you a pretty good idea of what your health is. Finally, a good CFO will be focused on giving you very, very accurate projections of what the next 3 and 6 months look like. It is very, very important for you to have a good idea of that. Next question could be, should I hire a part-time CFO or a full-time CFO? I would recommend that you start with a part-time CFO and then take it from there. See if you need a full-time CFO and then decide accordingly. Now, how to find a CFO? Well, there are different ways to find CFOs. I would recommend that you ask for references, for referrals from CPAs. Remember, CPAs don't necessarily make good CFOs, but the best referrals I think would come from bankers. And another new way of finding CFOs is through LinkedIn. And if you call me, I can give you some very good ideas as to how you can take advantage of LinkedIn to find not only CFOs but very, very good professionals in general. So one of the questions is, okay, I found this or several potential CFOs. How do I get to know them and decide whether I like them or not? Well, first of all, get references. You want to deal with somebody that has already been successful at being a CFO. Does not necessarily have to be in your particular specialty. A good CFO is a good CFO, and they can learn your particular trade. I would suggest that you go out for breakfast 1, 2, 3, 5 times as necessary. I would be interested in knowing what is the quality of questions they asked. Are they getting really their arms around what your company does and what your challenges are, or are they forgetting from one meeting to the other? The other thing which is very, very important in a CFO is, are they a numbers person or are they a talk person? I have to tell you, business is a numbers game, so they have to have very, very good command of numbers. I would like to describe to you what you can expect from a CFO after 3 months, but I would let you check out on the cheat sheet that you will download in a few minutes to get a list of the different things that you should expect from a good CFO in the next 3 months. What happens if you don't hire a CFO? Good question. Let me answer you with another question. Are you getting the results today that you really want? If you're not, then a good CFO is a good way to go. Who is handling the business of your business? It is very important that somebody is focused on maximizing your cash flow and your profit. So I urge you, seriously consider getting yourself a CFO. Good luck.